Taylor Swift songs are some of the most recommended songs in my studio from my students. They want to learn these songs. So if you want to learn how to play some of Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift, you're in the right place. Hello, all of you piano players out there. My name is Emily Norris with EBN Music, or Miss Emily. I teach piano and voice lessons to young beginners here in Rockwall, Texas. I have my own studio in my home, and I also do these videos for you so you can learn how to play some of these at home and you can show them to your young ones, to your kids. Be sure to follow me at EBN Music on Facebook and TikTok, and ebn.music on Instagram. And if you want an info video on the way I teach young students and just some information about piano lessons, be sure to check that link down below, and it'll take you to a video and a PDF with some really helpful things. Okay, piano players, without further ado, we're going to learn how to play the chorus of Anti-Hero. We're going to do melody and the left hand. So we're going to do some modified chords so you can sound really good when you play this. I'm just going to start us off we're going to play the melody of the chorus, and you can just follow along. Then we're going to take things step by step later on, but for now, if you're just here to figure out how to play it, here it goes. So we go, we're going to start on our B, and then we hop to our G sharp. It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me, at tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. There we go. There's the melody for our chorus right there. Okay, notice we played a bunch of notes, we played a few notes a whole bunch of times, especially on the I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. That's a bunch of times, and you're just playing 3 different notes there. So, okay, so now that we did the melody, let's look at the left hand. We have some chords here. We're just going to play 3 different ones here. We're in the key of E, or maybe a C sharp minor, but let's just call it E for right now. So we go, start on our E. It's me, hi. Then we go to B. I'm the problem, it's me. And then go to C sharp. So it's E, B, C sharp. There we go. It always helps, even if you can't sing or you're not a singer, try to hum the song while you play this bass note. This is the heartbeat. That's a little bit tricky there to find exactly the beat there. You can kind of hear it a little bit. I probably played this C sharp a little late. So let's try that again on I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. That might be a better spot to do that. And then it must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. And there's our bass. We're only using 3 notes. We basically only use 3 notes in the melody as well. So as this is a very simple song, isn't it cool that popular songs can be so simple to play, right? Now we're going to try to put them together. So I have my left hand. I'm starting on E. It's me. Messed up there, sorry. Here's our E again. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. Kind of end on the E there. I'm kind of using my ear to sort of hear the difference in the tune there. So there you go. That's basically how you would play the chorus with the left and right hand to Anti-Hero. A couple of notes. Notice I was only using basically this finger when I teach little hands how to play. Sometimes if we just want to play a song for fun, we don't want to have to stress about using correct fingerings. Even though correct fingerings will help us in the long run, sometimes it's better to use just this finger. And we are finding the melody and using our eyes and kind of seeing all of the different patterns on the piano. So that's why I typically only use these fingers when we're learning how to play a pop song. The other thing that we do sometimes in my studio, a lot of students have a notebook, just a plain spiral notebook like this. I've sort of written a little bit of the chorus of Anti-Hero here, but what we do is we learn how to draw the keyboard and we will color in the notes that we're using. So we are in the key of E, so our first note we're going to color in the E, and then the scale of E has that, and I probably, let me draw another section here because there's a few more notes here, even though we don't use them in this song. But there we go. That is the highlighted notes that we play. So here's these are the notes of the scale, of the E scale. So notice we only use these three. This was the highest note that we played. And then we hop down here to go a little lower because that's our B. Notice our B is part of our song, or part of our scale there. And then she goes lower. So she's actually, so here's her lowest note, and here is her highest note. So she actually went from E, here's the next E, so that's called an octave, and she actually goes 2 notes above that octave. So there you go. A lot of students, we think that we have to go in order, right? But, so like if she started here, we can go here. There are other notes lower, right? Because the pattern repeats on the piano. So that can sometimes be confusing for little minds. That might have even confused you. If it did, let me know in the comments, and I can go over a specific video on scales and stuff like that. But you don't have to really know the scale. Sometimes it just helps to see that pattern, and that's what it is. Okay, so let's go through that song one more time just to end this. And yeah, so there you go. We're starting our B, it's me. She does like a kind of a jump there. Sort of did that part a little wrong, sorry about that. It's all So you might have noticed sometimes I play that song a little differently depending on how my ear is hearing it and all that kind of stuff. This way of playing piano is a little differently than, for instance, reading sheet music. So you read sheet music, you know, there's a specific note that you play at a specific time. But I sometimes like to teach pop songs by ear, so we're listening to it and sort of figuring out the melody from there. This helps with your ear, with your musical ear, and it also helps you sort of, it takes the fun out of learning songs sometimes if you're so focused on the notes. And you might not even know how to read music very well. And so if you know your options, so for instance, you can figure out the song by ear using any of these options in the key of E, and that will help you figure out how to play Anti-Hero. So that's why it might sound different each time I do it, because I'm just trying to get the feel for the song, get the rhythm of the song. It's not an exact science sometimes. Music is an art. So I want my students to know that it's okay to play it a little differently each time because you're using your ear. Us musicians, sometimes we are too focused on the note reading. So I hope that that gives you some perspective on why I teach it this way, and I hope that was helpful for you for learning how to play Anti-Hero. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below. Let me know what you enjoyed about learning this. Do you want to learn all of it? Was something confusing? Do you want me to go into more detail about something? And share this with your little one. If you have a child who's interested in piano lessons, maybe they would enjoy that. Just trying the right hand at first. Doing the left hand might be a little hard to do, but anyway, that's just kind of how I teach pop songs sometimes. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know. Also, be sure to subscribe to me, like this video, and join me on Tuesdays. I do a live piano lesson a lot of Tuesdays, so join me then. And I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.